Okay. Thank you all so much for being here with us on this momentous day. We are grateful to each of you, and whether you traveled near or far, for putting aside time to be here with us on this lovely spring weekend.
You may have noticed that there is no officiant with us here today. We have chosen to forgo an officiant and instead perform a self-uniting ceremony together. Self-uniting ceremonies are legally recognized in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and they involve participation from you, our witnesses. We'll get to that in a bit. First, we will start with a brief excerpt.
Justice Kennedy wrote the following in the opinion for Obergefell v. Hodges. No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than they once were. Sarah and I know that we are greater together than apart. Marriage is the culmination of our 8-year relationship with all of the experiences that have made us who we are and have brought us here today.
Joined in marriage, we will continue to learn and grow with each other. We intend to share in each other's joys and sorrows and be by each other's sides for whatever life brings. Above all else, we intend to make each other happy.
We will now exchange our vows and our rings, our spoken and physical representations of our union. Sure, yeah, we can.
I'm sure we've all seen videos on the internet of wedding vows, either on YouTube or TikTok or elsewhere. And there's a cliche phrase that I've heard, and it's, "I never thought we'd be standing here today." Well, I can proudly say that that was not the case for me. From our very first date, almost exactly 8 years ago to the day, I knew that Peter was one of the most incredible people I would ever meet. This is a receipt from our very first date at in Baltimore on April 28th, 2017. Peter and I got Krabby Melt grilled cheese sandwiches and 2 soft drinks. We met up in Baltimore after a few weeks of late night Skype calls and texting each other nonstop. Peter, in the time that we were getting to know each other leading up to this date, I was already enamored by your earnest commitment to everything you do and your willingness to yes and the silliest of ideas, like creating a shared Google Drive folder for our summer bucket list and other documents. Throughout the years, you have demonstrated a willingness to fully lean in that has truly enriched my life. You've attended musical theater performances and classical and contemporary orchestra concerts with me, learned new board games, picked up new hobbies like frisbee golf and pickleball, embraced Philly sports, and became a member of Philly's Spice School community with me. I am inspired by your passion for life, both in a grander sense and on a smaller scale. You are a brilliant scientist. You strive to understand the world around you and make sense of your own experiences. You possess creativity and implement your deep understanding of music theory when either writing music or analyzing the layers of Sondheim musicals. You have compassion for people and a commitment to social justice, like your involvement with Penn's Graduate Student Union. And across everything you do, you demonstrate that you are living your ideals and embodying them with your actions. You navigate your life driven by a sense of logic and structure that really grounds me. When we were a year or so away from graduating college, we used that aforementioned Google Drive to map out all of the potential cities that we were browsing for jobs or schools. You helped keep my head clear instead of swimming with all of the possibilities of our future and where we would eventually live. When we got engaged, I knew that planning a wedding, with the help of our Google Drive, would be something else that you would give 110% effort towards. Throughout the past 8 years, your earnestness of purpose has given me the space to fully be myself as well. I am grateful that you entertained even my wackiest ideas, like several months ago when we drove 40 minutes outside of the city, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Aurora Borealis. I am grateful to call you my best friend, and my confidant, and my true companion in this life. As we enter into marriage together, I promise to always uplift you and encourage you to be the truest and best version of yourself. I promise to see the joy in the everyday with you and make up silly little songs to sing in our apartment. I promise to eat mac and cheese and watch Phillies games at sports bars with you. And most of all, I promise to love you and be by your side for whatever life brings.
Sarah, when you first slid into my DMs, in the spring of 2017, asking about refrigerator restrictions in the UMBC dorms, I thought I was simply helping out a new student navigate the res life policies. When you continued the conversation beyond refrigerators and asked about my classes and my hobbies, I thought, wow, this cute girl sure is friendly. On Admitted Students Day, when you came up to the table for the Steel Pan Club that I was in, I thought, wow, this really friendly, cute girl I've been messaging for weeks really is interested in my club. Now looking back, it is a bit silly that I was so surprised when you told me that from the very beginning, you were interested in dating me. As we began our relationship, I fell in love with your wit, your determination to achieve a goal, and your vision for the future. Throughout our 8 years together, your intentionality to seek happiness in everything you do has transformed my perspective on life. From scheming on how to secure a date with refrigerator questions, to planning out a day where we attend a festival in Philly, a concert in Brooklyn, and back home in the same night, your ability to see the bigger picture and make your vision come to fruition has me in awe. As we moved from Twitter DMs to late night phone calls, I fell in love with your pure heart and warm, caring soul. I fell in love with the way your eyes light up taking in newly planted flowers in front of the library. I fell in love with your compassion for others, your desire to help people by pursuing a career as a psychologist, and how you advocate for things that you care about, like funding science research and safer biking infrastructure in Philadelphia. The innocent love you have for the small things in life, in conjunction with the passion you have for standing up for what you believe in, inspires me to seek joy in everything that I do and do my best to do good in the world. When we moved in together, I fell in love with you all over again. One of my favorite parts of our relationship has been just being silly together in our apartment. Singing made-up, nonsensical songs while doing chores together, sharing movies from our childhood that the other hasn't seen yet, or playing video games together. These are all examples of how you nourish my inner child and make me feel comfortable being my truest self. I cannot wait to see what adventures the future has in store. More after-work ice cream trips, traveling across the world, watching more Phillies games, running to get another picture with Gritty, and attending more concerts ranging from Tchaikovsky to Vampire Weekend. But most importantly, I'm excited that I get to do all of that with my best friend for life. Sarah, I promise to always be willing to go on new adventures and try new things with you. I promise to nourish your inner child just as you do for me. I promise to always tuck you in at night and give you kisses in the morning. I vow to never take you for granted and to cherish how lucky and proud I am to call you my wife. I vow to be there with you and support you through all of life's ups and downs, whether it's getting you sushi when you're sick, celebrating the start of your graduate school, and everything in between. From a young age, we're taught that strangers can be dangerous and people may not always be who they seem to be online. What they don't teach you is that sometimes that stranger messaging you about refrigerators on a Friday morning could just be the love of your life, who has been formulating a lifetime of happiness the whole time. Okay. Now we will exchange the rings. Thank you. Actually, that's a great idea. Thank you.
So now we turn to each of you. As our community, will you promise to support and uphold our marriage? If so, answer, we will.
We will.
Will you rejoice with us in times of celebration and be there for us in times of sorrow?
We will.
Sarah? Sarah, do you take me to be your lawfully wedded husband for better or for worse, in sickness and in health?
I do. Peter, do you take me to be your lawfully wedded wife for better or for worse, and in sickness and in health?
I do.
We now present ourselves.